Hi guys, Brad Wolf here, aka Bark Bark Co. Here's a template that I promised a few days ago, actually a few months ago. Um, Finally started putting some real work into it a couple of days ago, and I've got it finished now. I want to give you a look at how it works. This is the Connect 4 template. Um, Great template if you've ever wanted to figure out how to, set up that type of logic in GameSalad, or include this as a mini game, in another themed game you might have. Really great template, and we'll get started here. So I have the obligatory launch page. All the buttons, you'll notice, have a little hover effect, so when I hover over them, you get a nice indication that something's happening. Menu reset. So reset works. Menu takes me back to launch page. When you come into the game, you get a little indication up here that you need to click to start, and then it tells you what you need to do to actually drop the chips. My wife kept trying to click the actual chip itself to do something with it, and that doesn't do anything. Kind of following the drop 7 user experience when it comes to dropping, so you would click on one of the columns and let go to drop the chip. You'll notice you can swipe across. It keeps track of where you are. You're not stuck with the first column you touch. There's also, you'll notice if you slide out of the grid there, it stops tracking where your mouse is. So it's not going to, if I let go right now, it's not going to drop the chip. It's going to wait until I'm inside the grid itself to actually position something. Game has all the built-in logic for checking when a specific color reaches that Connect 4 state. So whichever of these happen to Connect 4 first, I get a prompt telling me who won, and then I get the option to reset the game. I can either click here or hit reset. Either does the same thing at this point. I'll hit reset. I'm back at the beginning of a game. Start placing chips. So very simple user interface, but not all that simple to get it coded. So very interesting working on this project. I had a lot of fun getting this built. What else we got? As far as the graphics go, I don't have everything set up using resolution independent, just because I know some people don't like to use it, like myself. Um, but it would support that if you were to turn it on. Everything included in the game is uh, Retina ready, so you could use it with that. I don't care if you use the graphics, the chips, the buttons. There's not a whole lot in the game, so I'm not worried about that. Um, but feel free to handle the resolution independence issue however you like. As it is, the performance of the game is pretty good. It pretty much sets at 60 frames per second, with a few dips to about 55 when it's moving things around. But other than that, it's real fast. No performance issues at all. There is no spawning in the game. Everything is recycled. So there are 42 chips off screen that cycle in. When I reset, it resets to 1, all that fun stuff. There's also, not to get into too much of how it works, there's also a placeholder object or actor in each of the spots on the grid that stays there up until the chip occupies the space, which eases the process of checking for the 4 chips in a row, which you'll see when you take a look at the code. Yeah, so for the price, I'm going to put it out there for $20 US for now. Probably in a couple days, I'll bump it up to $30. So if you've thought about creating a game like this, or wondered how you would do this with GameSalad, this is a really good example for how to work with that type of logic. Great as a mini game, built into another themed game you might have, or on its own. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment or email me. My email address is in the thread here, and there'll be a link to purchase there as well. Thanks for checking it out. I'll see you around.